What's up, everyone, and welcome to One and Done Podcast. I am your host, Buttercup, and I'll be reviewing Friday Night Smackdown. A lot of things happened, such as returns and betrayals. But before I get into that, as always, please like this video and subscribe for more wrestling reviews. Alrighty, let's dive right into it. So the show started with the 9-minute entrance of the tribal chief Roman Reigns and his fellow bloodline members. They stepped into the ring and Roman, as usual, demanded the city to acknowledge him. He wasn't pleased with how they sounded and said that it used to be a little bit louder. 2 more times he asked that they acknowledge him, but it was the same result. He needs to understand that no one acknowledges him anymore. Like, get over it, dude. Anyway, he got really irritated and aggravated and said that he was gonna leave, but Paul Heyman said that they couldn't because The Rock was coming. Yes, you heard that right. The Rock made his return to SmackDown after 2 weeks, the last time he was in Utah. Anyway, The Rock came out and ran his mouth as usual, calling everyone crackheads, and said no to Cody's offer to fight him. The Rock then said he had a better challenge, which was interesting because he said that at night 1 of WrestleMania, he suggested, how about he and Roman faces Seth and Cody Rhodes in a tag team match? If Cody and Seth wins, they'll be free of the bloodline for Roman and Cody's match at WrestleMania Night 2. But if The Rock and Roman Reigns wins, the bloodline has their right to do whatever the hell they want in Cody versus Roman Reigns. He went on to say that he will do whatever it takes to make sure Cody loses that match, and then he went on to do his famous catchphrase, if you smell. But what happened was Roman stopped him and asked his cousin to acknowledge him, and The Rock did so. He said he'll do anything for family. They then raised their ones up to the sky, but The Rock did the L sign again and suddenly switched to the 1 sign. The question is, will The Rock betray Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, or will he help his cousin retain that championship? And could I just add the fact that the signs in the audience were on fire? I saw die Rocky die, I saw Cody sucks, Rocky sucks. I saw a whole lot of fun signs, and that was really fun to see. I don't know what Cody's answer will be to The Rock's suggestion, but we will have to see next week on SmackDown. Personally, I do not want that to happen because I want him to be perfect, 100% perfect for his match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the Undisputed Championship. But I guess we will see what happens. At Elimination Chamber, Tiffany Stratton eliminated Naomi in the match, which I guess led us to this match they had on SmackDown. A lot of heat between the two, but these matches are only for Tiffany Stratton so that she can get over with the crowd, since she is new on the main roster, moving from NXT to SmackDown. Anyway, Tiffany attacked Naomi's eyes behind the ref's back and stole the victory, finishing it with the prettiest moonsault. Good for Tiffany. I'm glad she's getting over with the crowd and kicking ass on the main roster. Backstage, those 2 idiots called Grayson Waller and Austin Theory were watching the men's Elimination Chamber match, specifically the spot where Randy got sucker punched with brass knuckles by Logan Paul. They were laughing about it, and then LA Knight came out of the blue all of a sudden with a chair in his hand and asked them if they've seen AJ Styles anywhere. They told him no, and then LA Knight walked away. The idiots continued making fun of Randy Orton when Randy entered into the locker room. Randy had a laugh with them and said that he'll kick any of their asses in the ring, which will be so freaking hilarious. Grayson pointed at Austin Theory and Randy was like, okay. So the main event was Randy Orton versus Austin Theory. There's a lot of drama between Bayley and Damage Control. As you know, Bayley will face Io Sky for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. On this show, though, Bayley and Dakota Kai faced off against the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka and Kairi Sane were beating the crap out of Bayley, and when the chance came for Bayley to tag Dakota in, Dakota jumped off the apron and betrayed her after telling Bayley for 2 weeks that she's got her back. Dakota Kai is now on the bad side, and the match ended in a heavy count-out, which led to the 3 Japanese women and 1 Maori beating up poor babyface Bayley. I cannot wait for Mania to see Bayley beat the crap out of Io and take that championship, because for me, that title deserves so much better than Io. Backstage, Damage Control was proud of what they did to Bayley and bumped into the hottest free agent in WWE, Jade Cargill. She looked down on them in disapproval, and they looked real freaking scared. Nick Aldis luckily called Jade in, and she pointed at them. One half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Braun Breaker, had his debut last week against Dante Chen, and this week he had a 5-second match against Zion Quinn. Boy, when I saw the Zion Quinn person, I thought that it was gonna be one real tough fight, but unfortunately for us, it wasn't the case. Braun speared him and got the 1-2-3, which reminds me of Goldberg. Yes, I know Braun is intense and fast and strong in that ring, but damn, give him a longer matches. Please, we do not need another guy who will fight 175 2-second matches so that he can look scary and strong and be undefeated. Braun is destined for more than that. Braun is destined for greatness. A rivalry that's been going on for months since Crown Jewel last year has come to an end, or has it? Not too sure about that, but Santos Escobar, my Mexican prince, faced off against Carlito, my Cuban prince, in a street fight. There were chairs flying and kendo sticks and tables and trash cans and even apples. These two has had heat with each other for months, and it was really great seeing them throw hands at each other. Angel and Humberto interfered in the match though to attack Carlito, but Cruz and Joaquin helped their LWO mate. Rey Mysterio returned from injury after 4 months, I believe. He beat the piss out of Humberto and Angel with crutches and made sure that they got what they deserved. Carlito spat in the face of Santos and put him through a table, winning the street fight match. LWO celebrated in the ring. But for me personally, I think Santos deserves so much. He's a very underrated person, and he should have won that United States title when he got the chance. Things would have been different for him right now if that was the case. At Elimination Chamber, AJ Styles somehow flew across the world and weaseled his way into the men's Elimination Chamber match and beat the piss out of LA Knight, then left him for dead in the chamber. Anyway, the megastar was very mad and was looking all over the place for the Phenomenal One. But Nick Aldis said that he told AJ not to come in. LA Knight said that it's okay, cause he will find him, and when he does, no one is going to stop him from dropping him. Yeah. AJ Styles needs to chill, man. AJ Styles has been way too freaking angry these days. I don't know what the hell he wants, but when LA Knight and AJ Styles get their hands on each other, it's going to be real bad. The moment Kevin Owens came out, I knew he'd be on commentary. I absolutely love it when KO is at the table. He is so freaking fun. Anyways, the main event was Austin Theory with Grayson Waller by his side versus the Viper Randy Orton. Grayson tried to get involved but got dropped on the table in front of Kevin and the other commentators, while Kevin was enjoying himself. He hates those two idiots, by the way. Anyway, Randy won by giving one of the most coolest RKOs from mid-air to Austin Theory. After his win, Grayson Waller attacked Randy from behind and Kevin was like nope and ran in to assist the Viper. He then gave Austin a stunner and Randy gave Grayson an RKO. The show ended with the prizefighter and the Viper fist bumping each other. Hashtag you've got a friend in me. That is it for today, guys. WrestleMania is 5 weeks away from today. It's getting closer and closer. Comment down below what your favorite moment was from this week's episode of Friday Night Smackdown and catch me next week. But until then, from me to you, keep sweet.